Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Ramp Podcast. I'm your guest host this week. I'm Diana Kamada, and I'm both a board member of Ramp and also the co-founder of Include Design, a product design firm that creates products for people with disabilities. Tina is off this week, so I am here to introduce to you guys our fabulous guest, Alex Herod of Patti and Ricky. Alex, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. Will you introduce yourself to the audience and tell us what is Patti and Ricky?
So I'm Alex. I'm the founder and CEO of Patti and Ricky. I use she, her pronouns. I have long brown hair and hazel eyes, and I'm wearing a black top with a bow. And behind me, I have all of Patti and Ricky's tons of products, tons of clothing and accessories and shoes and lap snaps, which we'll talk about later. But Patti and Ricky is the adaptive fashion marketplace for adults and kids with and without disabilities, patients, chronic illness, seniors, and caregivers. And it's a one-stop shop for fashionable and functional products that really work for people, that look good, that feel good, and it's a beautiful shopping experience. So I founded it, Patti and Ricky, almost 6.5 years ago. And I know, my goodness. And it's been really exciting. And I've seen a lot of progress with adaptive fashion since I started.
That's awesome. So, as somebody who works in the disability product design space, I'm obviously a huge fan of what you do. Would you mind talking a little bit more about what was the inspiration and what kind of got you into working in this space?
Yeah. So I myself, I went through special education school. I have many disabilities. I have dyslexia and ADHD, auditory processing disorder. I have anxiety and a physical disability called POTS. I grew up with my cousin Ricky. So in the name Patti and Ricky, Patti was my mom, and she was in the New York City fashion industry. My mom was my everything, and she was really cool, way cooler than me. And you would have loved her. And she got diagnosed when I was 19 with brain cancer, and I became her caregiver. And I came home from college. I made our house as accessible as possible. You know, she was fashionable and cool, and she still wanted to have really beautiful accessories. She would wear cool earrings. Her nails, I made sure she always got them, bright red. She was really fashionable. And just because she was going through chemo and was weak and losing her hair, she still wanted to look and feel beautiful. And she asked me for a cane. She wanted leopard print. Mind you, this was many years ago, when before Amazon. So I went into a medical supply store, and I had to order her a special cane with roses, and it wasn't a beautiful shopping experience. I look back on that time, and it was, really gray, and there was commode toilets, and it wasn't a fashionable, beautiful shopping experience. So and I am happy that medical supplies exist, but in terms of that, fashionable fashion, I want people to have a great experience when shopping. So I gave my mom this beautiful cane, and I saw the power of fashion. I saw how people started approaching her, and it became a conversation piece, and it made her feel really good. And I grew up with my cousin Ricky, who was born unable to walk or talk. He was also very fashionable. His mom's actually a former special education teacher, and had augmentative communication devices to talk. And that was really cutting edge. They were adapting toys. We were going to the expos to find cool products, and he was really well dressed, and he really empowered me to see my own disabilities as part of who I am, and to be empowered by them. And he really had me see that disability is just a part of being human. So Patti and Ricky have always been who I think about when I find a product. I'm like, okay, is it cool enough? If it's not cool enough, we're not carrying it. Would Patti and Ricky think it's cool? All right, good. So so we now have we work with over 100 designers, really trying to have really great, functional, fashionable products for people. I'm really proud to work with the designers that I work with. I work for them, and I really want to support these small businesses to be leading this movement of adaptive fashion. So They're my family, all the designers I work with,
That's awesome.
including you.
Awesome. I love the Patty and Ricky benchmark test. Is it cool enough for the
Yeah.
Patty and Ricky in my life? So yeah, I know you guys have a bunch of really cool products. What was the first product that you had on the website, and what is the most recent product you've added?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, when I came up with this idea to bring together designers, this hadn't been done. So I was on Pinterest. I was probably making a vision board, like what is my life going to look like? Because I was trying to start a nonprofit, and in New York City, it was going really well. We moved to Denver, Colorado. Me and my boyfriend at the time, who's now my husband, and I was really struggling to get this nonprofit off the ground. It really wasn't feeling right. So I probably was on Pinterest trying to make a new vision board for my life. But I was scrolling and I came across an image of Magna Ready shirts, and you could see that it was open and you could see that it was magnetic, like you could see with the image. And I thought to myself, oh my God, this is so awesome. Why is anyone buttoning? Why are we buttoning? That makes no sense. And I called Magna Ready. I spoke to Maura Horton, who is the founder and CEO of, or I believe just the founder right now, of Magna Ready. I spoke to her, and she was one of my first designers that I started working with, and I absolutely love her. She is such a visionary and just an incredible woman, and founder of a company. So I started with 12 brands. And I remember my husband saying to me, Alex, I'm such an optimist. I'm like, everyone's going to say yes. And my husband was like, whoa, like, let's hold, like, you might have to call 100 people. And, Alex, like, don't get ahead of yourself. And anyway, not that he was wrong, but everyone I spoke to was really happy to onboard. So we had 12 pretty quickly. And I know we started with Braille code, which was Braille clothing tags and that support individuals with dressing. We had Brailliant, which is Braille jewelry. What else did we start with? Oh my goodness, I should so know this. We had a walker basket that was really cool and bright red. Let me think. Of course, magnetic shirts. Soon after, we had Smart Adaptive, which is Velcro shirts. It was really important to me. Oh my goodness, we had Anna Ona, which is a lingerie brand made for women going through breast cancer. Made by she has gone through breast cancer herself, the founder. So it was really important to me to have. I wouldn't launch Patti and Ricky until I had a lingerie category, because the individuals that have disabilities want to love and be loved, whether it's for themselves or with a partner. I wanted to have a workwear section because people with disabilities will want to work. So those were two really important categories of clothing for me. So I know I had those two, but we had a lot. We had a lot of different options, and kids has been really, really fun. A lot of fun products for kids.
I love that. I think that's so insightful of you to be like, people want to work, people want to love, getting those two key categories in right from the start.
Yeah,
So
that was
I don't know
important.
if I'm your most recent person on the website, but I would love to talk about our recent partnership
Yes,
launch.
yes.
So,
Let me get
uh,
my lap snap.
so I've been a big fan of Patty and Ricky for a long time, and our partnership finally came through in about November. And so we've had an awesome launch. We had an awesome friend of Alex's named Kate, who's an affiliate and influencer and a wheelchair user, get her hands on a lap snap and tell the folks at home about how much she enjoyed it. I've really been enjoying working together. But tell us a little bit more about how you pick companies now that you have kind of gotten your core categories figured out, and how do you find new companies that you're trying to onboard?
And now that I've also been, since you asked your last question about, what were my first few companies, the way I was thinking about those first 12 brands were what products would Patty and Ricky have wanted?
Oh, yeah.
What were products that would have really made life easier, were good looking, things that I was looking for as a caregiver for my mom. So that's kind of changed a lot in the last 5 years. It's really what our customers want and are looking for. So we have a section on our site if you go to the homepage and scroll all the way down, you could let us know what you are looking for. And that's who I'm listening to and learning from, is what our customers want. And so that's how I onboard products is, and I always say, if you're looking for something, number one, I want to know. And number two, I want to know because it's not just you looking for it. It means there's thousands of people looking for it. And we are really good at finding it if it exists. If it exists, we're good at finding it. And we'll work with companies around the world. We have a lot of brands out of Europe, Canada, Australia that we work with. A lot of European brands. So, we will start working with designers around the world, which has been really, really exciting. So that's how we onboard different products, and I do a tremendous amount of research, and that's been what I've been doing for the last few years, and I think that's been really successful. It's just listening to our customers.
Totally. So I know that you guys also have another kind of arm to your work, which is that in addition to selling lots of awesome products direct to consumer, you, Alex, are also an amazing saleswoman. And so you have a kind of consulting saleswoman wholesaling arm. Tell us more about that.
Yeah. So I never thought that I would be a consultant. That was not what I set out to do. And, I really want Patti and Ricky to be that one-stop shop. However, I was approached by JCPenney right after COVID was, happening. And it was a really scary time for us small businesses. And I really wanted to support my small businesses. So I just learned about what they were up to in terms of launching. JCPenney was launching an inclusive kids line of clothing. And I knew that I could support them. And I knew they were also wanting to bring on small businesses from the disability communities. And I really was able to help onboard these small businesses onto jcpenney.com. And so it's been so exciting. I am extremely passionate about helping to bring adaptive fashion mainstream, and so that anyone can walk or roll into any store and find products that work for them, but also help with consulting to make sure that the shopping experience is truly inclusive, that people's needs are considered, and so that it's not just that the products are there, but how are they positioned in the store? Are people helpful in finding products that you're looking for? Is online accessible? Is the marketing truly representative of the community? And is it being led by the community? And by, as people with disabilities as the experts. So it's been really exciting to help companies really be a part of the community and really be authentic and do it right. And I'm really proud of the work that I've helped with JCPenney. They've done it, and it's been really amazing to see them really truly want to do it right. But yeah, it's been really exciting. It's been really exciting, and something I didn't know I would do. So that's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. Give yourself credit. They couldn't have done it without you.
Oh, well, with the community. So it was cool. It was, not even just with the community and with the designers. And so, yeah, no, not me though. I can't take credit. No.
Well, I think that you provide an excellent service, because I, for one, hate sales. Is not a skill that I have developed. And so to have someone awesome on my side to face off against these giant corporations and say, hey, look at this cool product, is very appealing.
That's what I want to do. That's what I want to hear. So,
but I love you and I love your product. Yeah, no, I think it's really interesting and really excellent of JCPenney to have reached out to you, because I know a lot of brands recently have kind of tried to get into the adaptive marketplace and not done a great job because they haven't actually considered or worked with people with actual disabilities. And I know a lot of companies recently have gotten big press for coming out with, an adaptive shoe or an adaptive makeup line or an adaptive clothing brand, and then had the disability community say, wait a minute, this doesn't fit my needs at all. Did you actually talk to a single person with a disability?
Probably not.
Yeah, the most recent example that I came across was a makeup brand who shall remain nameless, who put Braille on their lids, and but each of the lids and the 4 different like things just said the same thing, which was just like face cream. It's like, okay, that's unhelpful. If they're all the same, then it's the same as if you didn't have any braille at all. Um,
Yeah,
you could talk
that's a
to,
problem.
maybe a
That's,
single blind person. You could have
yeah,
avoided. So I
yeah,
think
they
it's
didn't,
really awesome that JCPenney is being proactive about that and actually reaching out to people with different kinds of disabilities in their work.
yeah, they've really are a fabulous example of doing it right, and considering disability, they really want to consider disability as a diversity, with all that they're doing. So it's been really cool. It's awesome to be in a meeting and you just like want to like cheer, I'm just like, yeah, like I'm with them. Like it's been yeah, being in meetings is it's just incredible when everyone's saying and actually doing what they need to do. Um yeah, because I've been in other meetings where it's like with other companies where you're just like, oh, not as bad as the Braille lid company, but where maybe they're not ready or want to
Yeah.
do it so right. So
Yeah. Well, in that vein, I know that you have behind you some of the amazing products from your website across the
yes,
board for us to admire. You want to walk us through some of the awesome products that you guys offer?
I would love to, because well, you'll see I pulled a lot of pink and red products because Valentine's Day is coming, guys. It is coming, and we got to look good. We got to feel good. And we have some really great gifts for family members and loved ones and friends for Valentine's Day. So we have these really cool shoes that you actually just put your foot right in and zip right up. And you can actually, there's a hole here so that you can utilize a dressing stick even to put them on. And
Nice.
you wouldn't necessarily know. We have a lot of different styles. These are from Friendly Shoes, and I have a pair that I put on and slip on every single day to go out the door. They were also fabulous when I was pregnant. That were easy on, easy off for sure. And they're really comfy. They're really comfy. They look cute, and so you just go on, put them on, you zip them right up, and you go. So I love their technology. I think it's really fabulous. They're very lightweight, and I Patti would have loved these. So these had to happen on the site.
Awesome.
Again, it's Valentine's Day, and for our adult products, I will say that they are easy off for Valentine's Day.
Hey,
Here we have a magnetic bra.
so cute.
And yeah, super cute. We have this magnetic closure here. And what's different about this magnetic closure is that it locks. So I'm pulling it here and it's not going anywhere. And you can hear that snap there. So it locks in place so that if you're putting your arms back or you have a large chest, it's not going to go anywhere. You are going to be supported. But it's super beautiful and it feels really good. The fabric is super amazing. And I love this bra, and I think that that magnetic technology is just brilliant. I have our lap snap. I don't know if you've heard. We have our lap snap here.
Yes,
And
tell us about the lap snap. What is the
lap
lap
snap is
snap?
the best. But it would be such a fun gift to give the lap snap and then put like, some flowers in here, little breakfast in bed situation. You have it right there for you for Valentine's Day. But we have the lap snap here. You have the cover here that Velcros right over, and it snaps onto the lap. So for individuals who are wheelchair users, this was made not just with you in mind, but with individuals with wheelchairs involved in the process of making this and testing this product. So it's made by wheelchair users for wheelchair users, and it's incredibly durable. It looks great, and nothing. You can do what you got to do at the store, laundry. Valentine's Day breakfast in bed, breakfast, bringing breakfast to bed for your loved one. You can put everything you need right in here. It's also foldable, which I just think is so phenomenal for people that to utilize these for when you're in the car and doing all that you're doing. If you have a baby, it's fabulous for taking care of a newborn or toddlers and have all the things that they need. Because let me tell you, they need a lot of stuff. And this holds so much.
Legal disclaimer, the lap snap is not rated to put your child in, but you may put your child's belongings in it. Disclaimer, disclaimer. This is the person
Disclaimer.
who made the lap
Yes.
snap.
And I
But
love
it
the
is
paddock.
useful for picking up after your children or pets because it has that strap that can attach to you. So it won't, you have your hands free to move around. We have not yet come out with it in pink for Valentine's Day, but it is on my list.
Yes, one day they'll have all the colors, but for now, this is a fabulous cover. Navy goes with everything, I believe. Yeah, no children or pets inside this, inside your lap snap, but you can put all of your things and all of your loved ones' things. And so it's a fabulous product. Behind me, I have, so Patti and Ricky, we have products that are adaptive, that are made with and for individuals with disabilities. We have some products that are accidentally adaptive or universally designed. So an example of one of those is this is our rain cape that was actually designed in Providence, Rhode Island.
Amazing.
For bicycle riders, commuter bicycle riders to work. And it's a reflective, really great material, high quality, forever lasting rain cape that happens to work perfectly for individuals that are wheelchair users. So that comes in 2 different lengths, and it's accidentally adapted. I like to call that functional products also. And then we also have products that are made by medical professionals. Like I mentioned, we have some lingerie made for women that are going through breast cancer, that are doctors that have made products. So we have a wide range of products. And for kids, I also made sure to put some kit products here. We also have these products have licensing with Sesame Street, so they're super fun and have all the characters. But these are compression vests. So if you are someone or of a child that feels good with compression, these are fabulous compression vests that can feel like a big hug, make you feel really good, and you can put patches on them that are feeling patches, so you can pick how you're feeling. Your child can pick how they're feeling and put it right on their vest. And we also have cool reward stars and fun patches and fidgets that can attach to the compression vest. So we have some really cool products, a lot of products that people don't know exist. So you got to check it out on pattyandricky.com. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to the website and we will make sure to help you. We want it to be a great experience.
Definitely. I know I'm going on a shopping spree after this. I don't even know about all the cool products we have. Are there any more products you'd like to talk about?
Yeah, let's see what I got here. So we have, some people call this the Judy Human top because she commented on it. This is a smart adaptive top. I had this on QVC and HSN when I was on there a couple years ago, highlighting our business. So it's a Velcro top. And it's super cute. This is fabulous for work, a high-waisted skirt or pants. It's very flowy. It also has some sun UPF protection in it and moisture wicking. Just a fun polka dot top. So this one's very popular. And what else do I have behind me here? Let's see here. I already showed you the bra. We'll be having bathing suits coming in very soon. Bathing suits for spring break. So I'm always having new products come in. For kids, we have weighted lap pads right now with COVID still, schools are anxiety provoking. We have a lot of products to help with anxiety, fidget jewelry, essential oils. Again, that weighted lap pad was really popular when kids were at home learning to really help grounding and I'm feeling more calm. So, but again, I always say that, it comes down to each individual child. And I think we have products that really work for so many different kids, so many different adults, and a lot of great gifts. So
that is awesome. Well, I know you mentioned Valentine's Day is coming up. Can you want to tell us about your exciting new Valentine's Day timeline news?
Well, yeah, we love celebrating Valentine's Day. So you will see in the next couple weeks, just our partnerships with our designers and getting out the word about our products. I think it's important to talk about the easy off for adults for Valentine's Day. And we got you covered at pattyandricky.com in order to uncover. And it's really important to us that the adaptive fashion, it can be really sexy and beautiful and cool and feel really good on and off. So so it's just we're going to be having some fun for Valentine's Day. We always do. It's like one of my favorite holidays to really celebrate and and chat about. So yeah, we'll be having some fun. So make sure to take, if you're not following us, follow us on social media, Patti and Ricky. If you go to the bottom of our homepage, we have all the links there, and we're just going to have a lot of fun. I'm all about having fun. It's been a hard few years, like just with COVID and things. Like it's time to have some fun. So that's what we're doing over at Patti and Ricky.
It definitely is. But you also got a new website happening around that same time.
Yes.
What's up
So
with that?
yeah, I am really excited that it's been a long time in the making, is a new site for Patti and Ricky. So you'll be seeing some new branding coming up soon. A whole new website experience that is really user friendly, yet sophisticated for adults and really fun for kids. Yeah, so if all goes as planned, and then before 6 months, we will have that launched. Making sure that we have it for the next holiday season up and running. And feedback's really important to us. So we're really listening to what our customers have already told us about our current website, and making sure it's really accessible and really, again, user friendly for everybody.
Awesome. Well, I'm really excited to see the new branding and the new
Yeah.
website. Any other want to tell us about what's kind of next for Patti and Ricky? What's the future hold?
Yeah, I'm really excited for 2023. I think that this is the time for inclusive fashion, for adaptive fashion. I am really excited to bring on new designers, celebrating our designers we've had for the last 6 years, really kind of bringing together this family feel of designers, that department store feel. So we're going to be doing a lot of celebrating this year of all different products, really celebrating our community that we've created and that we're a part of. In terms of Patti and Ricky's, we've created, but we're part of a much larger community that we are honored to be a part of. We also, I'm really excited about our consulting. Something I really hope that I can do within this year is convince more and more companies to filter by function, is something I'm really pressing. When people that are watching that don't know, if you have a disability and you go to a store or you're shopping online, it can be a treasure hunt. People with disabilities are shopping at all stores. Many stores are just not talking to people with disabilities and marketing towards them and seeing them as consumers. So I hope to help companies do that with people with disabilities, leading that movement. And number one priority is let's filter by function. So every single store should be doing that so that it's easier to find products. So I'm really trying to push that this year. But as the ball dropped, I was like, okay, we got to filter by function. So
I love
let's see.
that.
Let's
Can you
spread the
search
word.
on Patti and Ricky's website by function and by like what kind of, I guess, either diagnosis or just like what kind of area this is, like, a cognitive thing, or this is for mobility aids? Do you have that kind of functionality on the
It's
new website?
interesting. It's an interesting conversation because actually, like, I don't necessarily want to. I don't know if the community would want people to be filtered by categories of disability,
Okay.
but more like filtering. I'm glad you mentioned this because it makes me make sure to clarify. We need to filter the products into categories of function,
Oh yeah, that's
not
what
and
not the
not
people.
yeah. So that's what I'm hoping we can do, because it's something that I think is super important to just make shopping easier. But I do think there is certain ways to do it in a way that feels good for everyone, that that also is easy to find. People want to find what they're actually looking for. So it might need to categorize a little bit, but hopefully we can just categorize clothing and accessories and shoes. But there might be a need to do that in a different way too.
Yeah. Do you know of any brands or any websites that do this really effectively? No.
Not yet. Patty, we filter by. I try to filter by workwear, by lingerie, by like filtering the filtering the clothing. But Zappos Adaptive does some, in terms of elastic waist pants or zippered shoes, Velcro shoes. And I think that's really helpful. I just think that we need to go even more so, into, wide neck lines, and just so making it easier to shop on websites they're already shopping on. And then hopefully those companies will also want to take on some adaptive fashion and create their own and bring on some brands, is my hope.
Definitely. Yeah. I think that sounds awesome. And I wish you the best of luck with your new adventure.
Oh, thank you. I want you to be a part of it. So you're coming with me.
Oh, I will. Amazing. Well, tell the viewers all the places they can find you.
Yes. So take a look on our website at pattyandricky.com. That's PattyAndRicky.com. At the bottom of that website, you will find our Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok. What did I forget here? Twitter, Facebook, all the links, all the places. We want to, part of all the communities of on social media. So take a look at there. If you need to chat with us, info@pattyandricky.com is a great way. We have a phone number that's on our website. You can chat with us there on our website. We try to, whatever means of communication, we want to be there for you. So we are here.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Alice, for joining us this evening. It's been an absolute joy to have a chat with you. And I am hoping that all of our viewers are going to go check out pattyandricky.com very soon.
Yes, thank you so much.
With that, next week, Tina will be back, and she'll be chatting with Peace of Mind Nannies. So tune back in next week, same time, if you want to hear about that. Definitely don't forget to check out the Lab Snap and all the other amazing products at pattyandricky.com. And as Tina always says, if you can't stand up, stand out. Bye.